All right, on today's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our TensorFlow course, and we're still doing our human emotions detection module. Let's have a look at what we went over today. And today we did start a new section of the module. We're going to be doing plotting our confusion matrix, and this is how we will do that. We'll start by going through our validation data. I'm just going to read through everything and then show you the steps we took, and then we're going to go from there. So we'll start by going through our validation data, and then we have predicted, which gets appended with the Linnet model that takes in as a parameter the image. Then we will store our labels in the variable. But before we start this code, we will initialize both the predicted and the labels. Let me show you what that looks like. So we have our predicted and our label initialized. I think I see what happened here. So for M label invalidation data set, we got predicted.append. We're going to append our Linnet model to predicted, and then we have labels.append, and we're going to append our label to our labels. And before moving on, we'll convert the label to a NumPy, C line 504. So initially we didn't have the NumPy here, but we converted it to a NumPy by adding this .NumPy method here. And we can print out our labels. So this is how we're going to print the labels out, print labels. Now that we have all of the labels, we will flatten them out. This is how we're going to flatten them out here. No, that's not how we're going to flatten them. Let me read what's there before I try to skip forward and give you the wrong information. So no, that's not it either. One second. Let me move up a little bit. This thing's moving down a little bit too quick. Okay. We could print out the length of the return to see how many elements we actually have. This is how we would do that. This is the length. I still didn't get to the top again. Here we go. Here. We would do that by printing out the Rmax. It's supposed to be argmax of the labels and printing up until the last batch using this index right here. This is letting them know that we want to print everything in our batch of 32 up until the last batch, so we don't have any remainders that'll give us an error. And this is how we would do that. You see we have the numpy.rmax. It's not argmax, it is rmax. Rmax labels up until the last batch with an axis of -1. Next thing we did was we did flatten it out here using the same exact code. We just added a dot flatten method. And then we got the length of that entire code here with dot flatten. So this is going to give us the length of the entire batch that we printed out using that method there. And this time we're going to use, you see we have two prints back to back. One is going to be for the labels and one is going to be the predicted. So this is going to help us compare our predicted versus actual return to see if everything is corresponding and going hand in hand. And then we assign our pred and our leg, or our predicted and actual. This is predicted here, and this is our actual here. Let me see what else we did. And then we actually started printing out or coding our confusion matrix that's going to show us everything that we just coded out is going to fit inside our confusion matrix. As you can see, I tried to run everything and I ran into an error here. And it's telling me that the labels.append. Well, let me go down here and show you first. It says here that object has no attribute append. And then it's pointing to this specific line of code here. I can go up and show you. That's why I said this must be it here when I saw it, because it's initialized as label and I have labels. I'm thinking that's what's throwing it off. I'm not entirely sure. So you can see here we have label initialized, but we have labels.append. So I wonder if that's why it's throwing this error here. If I change it to label.append, will everything run smoothly? But again, that's what we had today. We just did all of that just to get everything ready for our confusion matrix, and we did run into a little hiccup. No big deal. Should be a simple solve, but I will do that overnight, run everything to make sure everything is up and running. Just giving you a heads up of where we are. So we're still manipulating our data for our images, and yeah, we're working on our confusion matrix, and we should have everything up and running for you tomorrow. Like I said, it should be an easy fix. As you can see, we have label initialized here, but then we have labels.append, and then we have label in here. So hopefully it's just all we have to do is that, and we should be able to run it and things go smoothly. I'll keep my fingers crossed if it is that simple. If not, we'll just find out exactly what is wrong so we can move on. But of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. For now, it's the Python Papi. You guys stay Gucci.